Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Code 369. Our motto is to learn by doing. We will be having sample projects and we will be learning how to do that. That is it. Today's topic is CSS transition effects. This is full stack development course and today is class 42. From next slide you will learn how to learn. By passing this slide you can read this quote from Confucius. Okay, what it tells means you have to question everything until you get to know that. Okay, until you get clear about that thing, you have to continue questioning. Okay, that is what it says. Like Einstein says, never stop questioning. Learning is an active process. We learn by doing. He says we learn by doing. Okay, learning itself is not enough. When you apply it, then only it will stick into your mind. That's what it says. If you want to master something, teach it. This is Feynman's popular technique. And what it says is, if you have to master something, you have to teach it. So you can be asking, to whom can I teach? You can teach it to yourself. Okay, ask questions to yourself and try to explain it to yourself. That is the better way of teaching. Prerequisites: install the VS Code editor and its extensions, create a folder for VS Code and open it, and create a HTML file. And to do all these things, I have given links in the description box. Please check it. This is what our sample project is, and today the main thing which we are going to see is transition. Okay, transition is nothing but the something is in one state but it is changing to another state. That is called transition. Okay, here you can see the box is in some state, but when I place the mouse cursor over that, you can see the background color and the size of the box also gets big. Okay, that is called transition, changing from one state to another. That is called transition. So in this class we are going to see how it works. And here you can see I have started with a question, and that question is anchor element inline or block element? Okay, this is a good question. Is anchor element inline or block element? Already we saw what is inline and block element in the previous classes itself, and if you don't know about that, you just go and watch it. Simply we can say inline block is nothing but inline element is nothing but it will not move. For example, we can say inline element is nothing but if we insert that element and if any remaining space is there in that line, it will not occupy that. Okay, it will allow the next elements to occupy that. Okay, it is not a selfish element. Okay, you can understand like that. But block element is nothing but if there is remaining space in the line after the block element is inserted, that remaining space cannot be occupied by any other element. Okay, let's say block element is a selfish element. Okay, if you have to add a link in a box, what display settings we have to change? And this is also a good question. Like this, you can see there is a box. Okay, this is a box and we have to add a link in it. What display settings you have to change? Okay, we will be seeing that when we are doing it. Okay, here in the definition you can see anchor element is an inline element. Okay, anchor element is not an block element, it is an inline element. If you have to add a link in a box like this, not a small box but a big box, okay, like this, a big box, you have to change display settings to inline block element. Okay, not block or not inline. This should be changed as inline block element. Okay, you will see it in below example. Okay, when we are doing, we will see how it works. And now what we are going to do is just copy this heading. Okay, and go to our VS Code Now I have created a new file which its name is project4k.html. okay, .html is very important at the end, and here in the select language mode you have to select this as HTML. This is also very important. First of all, you have to create the base structure of HTML, and if you don't know what is base structure of HTML, you can watch a video which is given in the description box. Okay, by watching that video you can know all the basic elements of HTML, what is open tag, close tag and everything. Okay, now press enter. Now we have to delete the unnecessary things like this. Just delete this, and from here to here you have to delete. And by default the title of the web page is given as document, but I am changing this to project 4k, the same name as my file name, but you can give any name for the title of the web page. And I am going to copy my heading which I took from my web page. In order to do that, give h3. okay, this is a heading. Paste this. Okay, press Alt Z for text wrapping. This is called text wrapping. Okay, moving the continuing line to the next line. Now what we are going to do is create a link, create a border around it. Okay, instead of taking this as a border, we can say create a box around it. Okay, in simple terms, we will be creating a box and we will be inserting a link inside that. Okay, that's it. So how to do that? First of all, create a link. So how to do that? We have to use anchor element. Type A and press enter. This is called anchor element. href is nothing but the address of that link. Okay, address of the web page. Let's say quora.com, because this is what I often use for doing the projects, this website link. So double click here and you will be getting the address of that web page. Just copy this by pressing Ctrl C and close this. You don't need this. Go here, paste this. Okay, here. Now you have got the web page link. Now we have to show a message. Like you can see here, click here to go to Quora website. Okay, by clicking this you will be redirected to the website. Like this you have to show some message. So in order to show some message, we have to write some message here. Okay, click here to visit Quora website. Okay, like that I have given message. Okay, that's fine. Now press Ctrl S, and now I have to open my file in the browser. So how to do? We have to go to the folder that we have created for VS Code and double click on the folder project 4k. Okay, that is what our project file is, project 4k. And now you can see a link here. Okay, just click here, you will be directed to the Quora website. But what thing which we have to do is we have to create a box around it. Okay, box around it, and we have to give transition effects. Initially this box will be like this, but when we place our mouse over here, it will become big. Like that we have to do. In order to do that, what we have to do is first of all create a border around it. How to create a border around it? We have to first of all create a class name for this. Class equal to link. Okay, class is nothing but a name. You can say class is nothing but a thing which is used to represent this element. Okay, this link. Okay, where we will be representing in the style tag. Okay, style element. So what is the use of style element? In the style element only we will be inserting the styles. Okay, this is the place where we can create styles for our HTML file. That is it. So we have to represent this class name, this link here in the style element using the class name with the dot. Okay, dot link, that is what the class name is. Then what we have to do is open and close curly braces. Now we have to create a border around it. Okay, border around that link. How to do that? Give border and colon, and we have to create border thickness. We have to give border thickness like 5 pixel, and we have to give border style like solid, and we have to give border color orange. Okay, and give semicolon. Now we have created a border around it. Press Ctrl S and go here and reload. Now you are having a border. Okay, like this you are having a border. Sorry, I have closed it. Okay, I have got it. Okay. So some things are different from here to here. So what does that means? Here I have created padding. Okay, padding is nothing but the space between the text and the border. Here I have inserted padding, but here I did not insert padding. And also one more thing is left here, like I have given border color here, like gray color, but I did not give border color here. Okay, so let us insert both two things here, like padding, let's say 10 pixel, and background color as yellow. Okay, press Ctrl S and go back, reload. Now you are having a similar thing like this. But only one thing which we are going to add is transition. Okay, how to do that? Like this. Okay, if you are placing your mouse over here, it will be changing to another state. So how to do that? Here you can see the background color is changing from gray to like you can call it as red or purple. Okay, red or purple, I don't know the exact name. Okay, but you can change, but you can see the change here. Okay, the change in background color, and also you can change the border color from green to yellow. Okay, so that is what we are going to do now. So in order to give transition for this link, we have to insert transition. An option is there. Okay, and give semicolon, give colon, and we have to for which two things we are going to make transition. Here you can see the background color we are going to give transition, and also the border color. Okay, from green to yellow. So those are the two things which we are going to make transition. So how to do that? Give color, sorry, background color. Sorry, we are going to add three changes. Like you can see here, color. Okay, only two things. Okay, I don't want to confuse you. Let us change the font color also. Okay, how it will be appearing. We will be see how to do that. It's very easy. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. Here transition. Let us take this to next line. It will be looking good. Here you can see transition. So what are the transition which we are going to do is give color. Okay, for font color we are going to make transition. Font color and background color. And also which color? Border color also we are going to make changes. But we don't have to specify the border color change here. Okay, like for transition. Here the only thing which we are going to do is we are going to mention the timing. That's it. Okay, mention border color also here. Okay, border color. Now what we are going to do is we are going to give timing. So how the timing works? You can go here and see. When I place the mouse over here, it will say take some time to change. Okay, for example, this green border color will take some time to change to yellow. That is what transition timing is. So here what we are doing is we are giving timing for that. Okay, for example 2 seconds. I'm giving 2 seconds. Sorry, okay. And here I am going to give 2 seconds, and here also I am giving 2 seconds. But what to do here is you have to insert comma here. Okay, comma, and in the end you have to give semicolon. Okay, now what you can understand is we have inserted the transition timing. Okay, how long it will take to change the font color, the background color and the border color. Okay, now what we are going to do is we have to specify at which time the change has to take place. So at which time, when we place the mouse over that link. Okay, and then only the transition should happen. So how to do that? We should specify the at which time the transition should take place. I am giving hover. Okay, this is pseudo class. Already we discussed it in the pseudo class lectures in the previous videos. Okay, so here what I have done is when the mouse is placed over the link, it is called hover. Okay, at that time the link should change its display. Okay, that's what. So I'm giving open close curly brace. So what are the changes that should take place? We should specify that. Okay, so give border and the same border width and the same border style solid, and color alone we are going to change. Okay, border color, for example, instead of orange we are going to give purple and give semicolon, and we are going to increase the padding also, padding from 10 pixel to 30 pixel. Okay, and then which we are going to do is, sorry, here I did not give colon, and we are going to change the background color also. Here I did not, I just have mentioned the background, but this is not background color. Background just I have mentioned. Here I have used shorthand, but you should not do that. Background color. Okay, that's the correct way. Here also I am giving background color, and what is that background color giving as aqua. Okay, and give semicolon at the end. Now any other do we have to change the color. Okay, color, font color as sorry, let move this to next line. It is not visible clearly, so give colon, color as brown. Okay, brown font color. Now press Ctrl S and go back and reload. What will happen? Now I am placing the mouse over here. Okay, now you can see the transition. Okay, it takes about 2 seconds, I think so. We have given, here you can see we have given everything as 2 seconds. 2 seconds, but instead we let us say give 5 seconds. What will happen? Press Ctrl S and go back, reload. Now we can see it takes about 5 seconds. The background color is changing, the border color is changing, and the font color is also changing. Okay, it takes about 5 seconds. Now let us create a paragraph below that and see what will happen. Give p element and lorem. Okay, press Ctrl S. Now we have created a paragraph here. Press Ctrl R. Now there is a paragraph below it. Place the mouse over here. See what happens here. This box hides the content of the paragraph. Okay, because this is an inline block. The link is an inline block. That's why we said it should become an sorry, I get confused. This box hides the content of the paragraph because this is an inline element. Okay, the link is an inline element. In order to solve this problem, we have to make it as inline block element. So how to do that? Go here to the styles, and here in the transition element, the transition link, what we have to give is give display and give it as inline block and press Ctrl S. Now go and check. Press Ctrl R and go and check. Now you can see the paragraph moves below. Okay, that's what we needed. That is why we asked anchor element, inline or block element. If you have to add a link in a box, what display settings you have to change. That is what we asked at the first itself. Okay. Now we have got clear about the concepts. Okay. So giving display as inline block is important. Why? If you leave this as inline element, this text will be hidden. Okay. It will not be visible. Only if you change it to inline block, the text will move. Okay. It will be visible. That's it. Okay, our project is completed, and thank you for watching my videos, friends, and thank you for supporting me. Please subscribe my YouTube channel, please remember, and thank you for watching my videos. Let us see in the upcoming videos. Thank you.